So Joe, we just attended Bosch's pre-show meeting, and it was very exciting. 3-hour long, but a lot of helpful, useful information, exciting information about what they're going to have on display at the booth, which starts tomorrow, ISC West. So much information that I saw you furiously taking notes, as did I. So I just want a chance to talk about what we see, and I think we've compared notes as the 8 top reasons to visit the Bosch booth and check out technology-wise. So I'm going to start with you. What is one of the top things that you got out of this lengthy meeting with a lot of valuable information? Why should we go to the Bosch booth?
One of the things I found very interesting is the 8000i that we will be able to see and touch here, that it'll be installed. They'll have the Project Assistant app running so that we can move the camera. And for everyone who doesn't know, this camera is a PTRZ camera. So it's a fixed camera with pan, tilt, roll, and zoom controls. And that is to move the field of view of the camera when needed or after installation. So it takes one person, install the camera, plug the cable in, and after that it can all be done remotely. So I think that's very exciting and very new to this industry.
Yeah, we've been anticipating the release of this camera for a while, but everything, all the setup of this camera is done remotely. So it's a fixed camera. It can be installed, and then all the programming features, not just the varifocal zoom and the focus, but the pan and tilt and roll can all be adjusted remotely. So the time savings is so significant. It can be installed and then all done remotely by a highly qualified technician. It's very exciting. And that's definitely a reason to check out the Bosch booth and see that new technology, which will be coming very shortly.
That's right. So big time saver, big money saver, and easy installation. So what are one of the things that this meeting got you excited about?
Well, I think you beat me to the punch there with that one, but really good one. The other thing is what Bosch has set up, which is I think very compelling in the booth, is a retail marketplace. So Bosch, as we know, is very strong with video analytics, and they're using a mock-up of a retail store to demonstrate how those analytics can be used in an environment to alert us of situations going on. Bosch happened to choose retail, but I can tell, if a door is propped open. In this case, maybe it's a cooler door where we have, valuable groceries or things like that. I can tell if a fire exit is blocked, which could be a large fine from the local fire marshal. So we can, with analytics, I can tell if an object has been placed in front of a fire door. Another display case has video analytics with a Bosch camera demonstrating if a object is removed, so if somebody has taken something of high value. So all of this technology, as you walk through this marketplace, is very compelling, because we talk about analytics a lot, but to see it in action in a mock-up is it's exciting, and it really drives home that technology. So it's great to be able to show people and demonstrate it in action. So that alone is a great reason to visit the Bosch booth.
It is. I agree. I believe a lot of customers will like the interaction.
Interaction, exactly. So it allows you to see the analytics in use. So it emphasizes it better. So what else you got?
Number 3 top reason to not miss the Bosch booth I found very interesting was the business insights, which is using video analytics in real-world situations. So what this is, and it's gotten me very excited because we've seen a lot of these videos already, but it's a reel of how Bosch is using this in real time. So one of the examples is detecting wrong way traffic, which I feel is awesome. It's can cause a lot of fatalities, so if we can catch this with a camera and use that camera as a sensor, that is just great in my eyes. What are one of the other things that got you excited?
I think we're on number 4, but I agree with that. That is the analytics used in another way. So again, one of Bosch's strengths. I got to consult my notes here because I took so many. Audio, which Bosch has a very strong presence in the audio market, but it's tying audio into the security solution. So we're talking about video solutions here, but audio is a huge component of security. So it's about messaging, getting that messaging out into different areas and different messages. And the key with audio and Bosch's audio solution is the integration. So we don't talk about one particular technology to solve a problem. We talk about integrating. When there is an intrusion intrusion event or a door contact potentially in that retail store, I can have a message go out that says maybe the door has been propped open. So it's using Bosch's audio solution to integrate and just further enhance my security experience and my security capabilities of the system. So I found that to be very compelling because Bosch is not just one option, not just one solution. We integrate and do several things. So the audio component, they can see at the Bosch booth. That's a great reason to stop by. So tell me something else you have that's exciting.
So fifth topic of why not to miss the Bosch booth.
Yep.
That is the new series of MIC cameras that are coming out, which is the 7100i and the 7100i 4K. The biggest thing about the 4K camera is it has a 1-inch sensor, so amazing low light capabilities, as well as it being the first industry fully ruggedized 4K PTZ camera. Yep. So I think that's awesome, and I'm very excited to see it tomorrow. It's great.
Yeah, the MIC camera has definitely been a tremendous product in our portfolio. Very much a differentiator in the market, and now that it is 4K, just is more significant also. So tremendous amount of resolution. The other thing customers can see by stopping by the Bosch booth and shouldn't be missed is Bosch's Intrusion. Again, I just mentioned audio. We've talked about video, but the Intrusion component with Bosch again completes that integration package. So you can learn about Bosch's complete integration portfolio, which is all of the many detectors that can be used in many different fashions. We also have a very broad portfolio of intrusion panels from small to large and lots of different components there. So those are the B series panels and the G series panels. Looking at my notes here, and again, it's just that integration of how I can get the door alerts and other messaging, tie it to my video for call up, tie it to audio for communication. So Intrusion, again, is just another significant part of that integration aspect that Bosch offers. So I think stopping in, seeing the integration of the one solution that Bosch can offer, any component individual or the complete integration of these solutions. And Intrusion is a big key with that. So what's another item that is on your list?
So the last item I have that I found very interesting, which was, I believe, one of the last things we spoke about, was the new tech support app. Mm-hmm. And coming from my background of being an integrator, it's awesome to me. So everything is all in one place. You can search by product number or product name, and all the information's there. And it's downloadable through iOS, Android, and Windows 10. And the great thing is...
That's all?
So the great thing is it'll be rolled out in the next 30 to 60 days for everyone to use.
That's great.
It really is.
And obviously being introduced here, that's great. Last thing on my list, and kind of to wrap it up, is they're going to be talking about BVMS, Bosch Video Management System, version 10.0. You've done a lot of 9.0 rollouts. You're very familiar with BVMS. I'm going to consult my notes here, but there is a better data security component within 10.0, and I know that's on the minds of a lot of people in the security space of data vulnerability, so that is a big component. Analytics using AnyVision, and that's a completely different conversation, but AnyVision and those analytics are facial identification and how that can actually create a compelling story with your security solution, facial identification and analytics. So that's something not to be missed in a conversation to have, probably too deep to have right now, but we want to talk about that. Also, the DVAR IP product, which is BVMS in a box, as we call it, but it's an all-in-one appliance. So that product line has been revamped. It's much improved. So we have a lot of users of the DVAR IP for systems up to, let's say, about 128 cameras. We now have that solution that has a lot of improvements. So if you stop by the booth and get a lot of information on this new DVAR IP product line, all-in-one appliance, that is going to be a great product. And it's really a compelling message that customers need to stop by. So I think in general, the message is stop by, take a look at some of this, allow us or our colleagues to show you some of this technology. And if you're not at the show, your feet will be well rested, but reach out to us. Chesapeake and Mid-Atlantic Marketing, we're happy to go over this with you and have any deeper conversations, so we welcome that opportunity.